What's happening, everybody? Jason Fitzgerald Constrictors here, and today I'm going to answer the questions that I get asked all the time about ball pythons. I hope this helps somebody out there. But before we do, could you please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, or please consider doing so. We do a lot of cool stuff on this channel, kind of like this 3,000 subscriber giveaway snake right here. Beautiful pastel pied male. He is a stunner, over 300 grams. Will eat frozen, thawed, or live. He is amazing. Amazing snake right here. Yeah, like I said, we do a lot of cool stuff here. We have a live every Thursday night where we do a lot of fun stuff like game shows, giveaways all the time. Lots of fun, lots of fun, lots of fun. Sorry, sweetheart. This is my girl Lola. She's a beautiful lesser platinum, and today she's going to help me talk to you all about ball pythons. So let's get started. All right, so one question that I get asked all the time is, what do ball pythons eat? Well, I feed my ball pythons rats. Yep, healthy, happy, well-fed, well-cared for rats that I breed myself here in shop so that I can make sure that my snakes are getting the best meals possible. Now, some people feed their snakes African soft furs, but be very careful because not every state allows you to have them. And some snakes are fed mice. Now, some snakes just want to have mice, they don't want to have rats, and that's unfortunate for breeders because it takes a long time for your snake to grow on mice, but they can live and survive on mice. Try rats though. So the second question I get asked all the time, how do I know what size meal to feed my snake, my ball python? Well, it's a good rule of thumb to never feed your snake a bigger meal than the fattest part of your snake's body. So on this girl right here, we would feed her a medium-sized rat. Now, on the giveaway snake, we would feed him a weaned rat. A weaned rat, perfect size for this snake right here. So you never want to feed your snake anything bigger than the fattest part of its body. Speaking of feeding, that brings up the third question I get asked all the time, and that is, why isn't my snake eating? Well, 90% of the time, it's because you're doing something wrong. That's right. If your husbandry's off just a little bit, sometimes that's enough to make a snake go off of food. From your ambient temperature, to your belly heat, to your humidity, to maybe the size of meal that you're offering to your snake, like we talked about before. Sometimes too big of a meal may scare your snake. These are just things that happen with your snakes every now and then. Your best chances are if you can keep your humidity, your ambient temperature, your belly heat, the time of day that you feed or night. My snakes are most active in the evening time, so that's when I like to feed them. It seems to work pretty well with me. And sometimes when your females get to the breeding size and they become gravid, they will go off of food until they lay their eggs. Now males sometimes will go off of food when they get into the breeding because all they can think about is the ladies. So you got to be really careful breeding your males. Got to keep an eye on them. If they go off food for too long, you don't want to keep breeding them. They got to have a little substance in them. So keep an eye on your males. All right, so the next question I get all the time is, how do I take care of stuck shed? As you see, this poor guy right here has some stuck shed. Now listen, doesn't matter how great of a breeder you are, every now and then you're gonna have a snake that has a bad shed. And this is how you take care of it. Simply set your snake in a nice tub of warm water. You want your water to be around the 90-degree mark. 92, not bad for this demonstration. And you will soak your snake for 15 minutes every single day until the shed clears up. Another question we get asked all the time is, how can you tell if your ball python is a male or a female? Well, we do what we call is popping them. So males will have a whole bunch of pee shooting out on you and a little peen that sticks out right there. You can see on my thumb. They actually have one on both sides. Well, can't see the other one, but you can see what I'm talking about. That's a male. A female won't have them. Another question I get asked all the time is, how big do ball pythons get? Well, an adult ball python will get anywhere between 4 to 5 foot long, sometimes a little bigger, sometimes a little smaller. Males usually tend to be a little smaller than females. They don't start out the size though. When they're first born, they're tiny, cute little things, much like this beautiful blue-eyed leucistic right here. Look at that sweet little snake. All right, next is a question that actually makes me laugh all the time, and that is, why do you keep your snakes in dresser drawers? All right, well, these are not dresser drawers. These are actually snake racks. Some are home built, some are actually store bought. I always use home built until I could afford store bought, but having these racks is a blessing to us breeders for a few different reasons. One, ball pythons tend to like nice, tight, secure places. That's where they do the best. That's where they thrive. They don't need a lot of foliage or any of that kind of stuff. They don't need any certain kind of sunlight. They just need the standard basic stuff. And these racks really help us keep those temperatures and humidities where we need them and want them. So that's why we use these racks. Plus, it is a system that these snakes rather enjoy. They are most comfortable in these systems. You can keep them in aquariums, of course, but they tend to feed better, do better, and thrive better in a rack system. So I hope I've answered some of the questions that you all have all the time. I think they're fun. It's a lot of fun making this video. I hope you all considered subscribing because, like I said, 3,000 subscriber giveaway snake right here. Beautiful pastyle pied male. He is awesome. Sweet as it gets. Will make a great breeder or just a sweet, awesome pet. Simple. All right, everybody, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Let you upload a video. And as always, I love you all. See me. Bye.